just like that, took off her leg. She's so happy. She's called Hilda. We're trying this time to see if we can get her a leg. It's the least we can do. She only had a very old cane and she was all bent down like this. And this is one of those things, Mr. Shaw, that I've not told you about. But the lightweight cane that we bought for her, an aluminium one, an extending one, also came from your grant. Mr. Shaw is always saying to me, oh, you didn't tell me that before. And I've already told him there's probably many things that we have done that he doesn't yet know about. I tell you all about the major things, of course. We need to move on to healthcare. You know, healthcare is so badly needed. The clinics are absolutely dire. You go to a clinic before you go to a hospital. If they can treat you, it's cheaper. If you're in hospital and you've got a little bit of money and you pay for some treatment, but then you can't pay for the rest, guess what? They keep you in hospital day after day after day, your bill getting bigger and bigger every day until you can pay the money. You're not allowed out. You're kept there. But from the grant that you gave us, we have been able to educate a third-year student who was training to be a nurse, and she was struggling. So it was a great joy for me to be able to pay for her from your money. She has now finished, she's now been able to rent a clinic. And she still needs things like a microscope, and she has one bed, but she needs another bed. The authorities tell her she must have 2 beds. They do these little examinations themselves, and so she has to have a microscope. We've been able to get her dental equipment because she needed that also. But she is now running a clinic. You know, one day I would really like her to have her own clinic, and I'm sure we will gradually do that. We will help her to get her clinic. She knows I'm coming here today, and she knows that you helped her in her last year. And she just said to me, say thank you. And that means a lot, believe you me. They really do thank you for everything that you have done to help the people. There is another clinic also. Now, you were supporting a third student into nursing. She didn't pass her first year exams, and so she opted to go on to do accountancy. Well, the charity has taken that on. And so with the money that was left, I bought more mosquito nets, but I also gave half of it towards a new clinic that is being built. Now, the person I told you about a little while ago, who took out the mosquito nets to the people, he has this fairly new building, and underneath is a huge area which he is now converting. And one section of that area is going to be a clinic. Now you have to remember this is also in a slum area. Remember how I said he went out into the slums? And so there's many people there that aren't going to be able to afford clinic prices. He isn't going to run it like that. He is going to run it on a colour system, a coloured card system. If you have no means, you will have a certain colour, and you can go in and you can have your treatment. If you have little means, you will pay a little bit in accordance with what you've got. Now, I think this is a great way to run a clinic, and I really would like to support him more. Aim for Change is also supporting him, but not really yet in a big enough way. But it is going to be an amazing project. The doctors already that worship in his church have said they will go. And they will work in the clinic on their days off. And they will work for nothing. They will give of themselves. As will the nurses. They will also go and give some of their time to that clinic. And you're going to that slum area, Mr. Shaw, as well. I'm going to take you around some of those places so you can see exactly how people live, and in the city as well. There is also another side to healthcare, and that's fresh water. You know, we just go home. If we want a shower, we can have one. Whatever we want, we can have it. It's available. But it's not over there. In our orphanage, we've made sure our children have got proper toilets. They've got showers. We have 2 orphanage buildings. They've both been renovated to a high standard. But the majority don't. They have a hole in the ground, and that is all they have. It is everybody's right to have fresh water. I've been down to Parliament, I've spoken to government ministers, and they tell me that this percentage of Uganda has water. Well, I'm not sure where they get their statistics from. You know, I travel all around Uganda now by vehicle. When the Lord's Resistance Army were fighting, then I used to fly small 4-seater planes. Now I can travel on the road, I'm glad to say. I'm not so keen on those little 4-seater things, especially when there's no runway and you're bumping on the ground. But I stop in many areas and ask the people, do you receive aid here? You know, they don't even know what I'm talking about. They've never heard about aid agencies. Where is your nearest water borehole? Oh, we walk 10 miles. Or they use, when the rains come, they will use a muddy pond. And many times you will see a muddy pond and children playing in there. You will see mothers washing clothes in there. You will see little girls collecting water for cooking from the same water, filthy, dirty water. You now have paid for 2 water boreholes. You know, and they've made such a difference to the people, hundreds of people. One area, they've only just had their borehole, that's just been completed with the grant you gave me last year.